Hi guys, how are you doing? So what I was doing was I was researching on a lot of charts, charts of people who were having difficulty in their married life. A lot of difficulties in their married life. They came to me and they gave their birth details and they told me that that they're facing a lot of difficulties from a marriage point of view. And I was doing research on their chart and I came across very similar combinations. Uh, so thought I'll do a short video where I'll explain you about the combinations which I saw in these charts. Now, when I talk about this combination, I haven't seen only one combinations in a chart. I'll be talking about few combinations, and in most of these charts, I saw couple of these combinations, or three combinations, or even more combinations. Now, the first combination, or the first thing which I saw in these charts, most of these charts, is seventh lord placed in the sixth house, or vice versa, sixth lord placed in the seventh house. Now that's a very strong feature which I saw in these charts. Most of these charts had seventh lord either placed in the sixth house or sixth lord placed in the seventh house. Of course, seventh lord placed in the eighth house or seventh lord placed in 12th house also created some kind of a problem. But majority of these charts, I saw a combination between seventh and sixth house. Very strong combination, or there can be a conjunction between the seventh lord and sixth lord. I saw this, this is even more powerful than what you called as Manglik or Mangal Dosh. Uh, this is even more powerful combination. Now, the second combinations which I saw was, of course, which I just told you, is Manglik Dosh or Mangal Dosh. Now, now here is a catch. We are told, or a lot of astrology will tell you that Mangal Dosh or Manglik is created when Mars is placed in the first house, in the second house, in the fourth house, in the seventh house, in the eighth house, and in the 12th house. So you need to see that from your Lagna chart or your birth chart. You also need to see from your moon chart. Now if I look into that, and there are some astrologers who also, you know who also tell you that, or who will also inform you that you need to see that from the Venus chart as well. When you put Venus in the Lagna, or that particular sign or that particular house where Venus is placed, if you make that as a Lagna, from there also you need to see if Mars is occupying the first house, second house, fourth house, uh, seventh house, eighth house, and 12th house. Now if you look into the Lagna chart, you look into the moon chart, and you look into the Venus chart, 90% of the people will be having Manglik dosh. So do all of them have a difficulty in their married life? No, they don't. Right? So where it is very strong, or what I have seen, is only from the Lagna chart, and that too if Mars is placed in seventh or the eighth house, particularly in the seventh or the eighth house. Of course, fourth house, second house, first house, and 12th house create some sort of a problem, but bigger problem, a lot of difficulties come only if Mars is placed in the seventh house or eighth house, right? So the first very strong combination which I saw is your connection between sixth and seventh house, or the sixth lord and seventh lord. The second is Mars placed in your seventh or eighth house. So these are the two very important combinations which I saw in the birth chart. The third combination is your Venus afflicted. Now Venus is the karaka, or the significator of marriage. For a man, it is even more important because it is your spouse. So if Venus is affected, and for a female chart if Jupiter is affected, that also, I also found that those are also uh, charts where there were some problems in the marriage. Also, Venus, when I say Venus afflicted, it can be Venus in a bad house, or Venus having aspect from difficult planets like a Rahu or a Sun, or conjunct with Rahu or Sun, or a Mars and a Venus combination, or a Venus debilitated, something like that, which I saw. The other combination which I saw is seventh house of the seventh lord afflicted. Now, the seventh house can have aspect of difficult planets like a Rahu or a Sun or a Saturn, or the seventh lord, afflicted, debilitated, or uh, conjunct with difficult planets, or being aspected by difficult planets. So these are 3 4 combinations which are very common in people having difficulty in their married life. Now, as I said you before, only one such combination will not make the marriage difficult. It has to be a group of those combinations. It has to be 2 3 combinations together. If those are in the charts, then there'll be difficulty in marriage. Of course, if there are some good aspects, if there are some good uh, combinations which supports your marriage, then things will then change, and your marriage can be long lasting as well. So I'll do another video where I'll talk about combinations which help your marriage to develop, or help your marriage to grow, and you have a long lasting good happy marriage. uh, that's for today. So these are the combinations which I told you creates difficulty in the marriage. Maybe in the next video I'll talk about good combinations for marriage. If you like my video, do subscribe to my channel, share my video, and you can press the like button. Thank you so much. Thank you.